I have this piece of plasma agate that I want to take slabs off of. Now it's not going to work cutting this with my 10-inch saw because a 10-inch saw is really, I think, too small for this job. This piece of rough here has height around 3 inches. And if you look at this 10-inch saw, its height is also around 3 inches, as you can see. So the amount of exposed blade on this is actually about 3 inches. It's actually going to get really tiring with taller rocks. Once you get below a certain height, pushing a hard rock through just gets really, really hard. There's some tricks like you could rotate the rock as you go, but that sometimes results in poorer quality cuts. So I would prefer with a rock like this to just simply use my slab saw. That's this guy here. So the slab saw, the rule of thumb often is that you can cut up to about 1/3 to 40% of the diameter of the blade. So in this case, this blade is 12 inches. So 1/3 of that is 4 inches. So we can cut at least 4 inches. I've cut up to 5 inches before on this. So this 3-inch rock should be no problem. So let's get it in. I think we need to move this back a little bit. Sometimes if it's not sitting very evenly, I put a piece of wood in there to help jam it so that the top of this vise clamps down more horizontally and has a better grip because of increased surface area that's clamping on, rather than an uneven surface. All right. Looking at it now, I think I would actually like the rock to protrude a little bit more. Because I'm going to be taking multiple slabs off of it. All right. I think angle looks okay. Normally what I do is I also tighten this a little bit. You don't have to over tighten these nuts. After some use, you gain experience and kind of know how much you need to tighten. I had them rather loose to start with, which is why I had to add a couple of turns, but you don't have to be very tight. I mean, they should be tight, but you shouldn't over tighten them, or you might strip something. All right, so now I just gotta move the rock to the correct position for a cut. Okay, let's see. Not quite there yet. There, I think this is probably okay. So we should be able to, let's do a little bit more. Yeah. So this should let us shave off, well, not exactly shave off, but take off one nice end cut. And then be able to slab a little bit more. Let me take another half turn. Okay, so I think we're all set. I'm just going to move this up against the blade. It's fine if the rock is touching the blade to start. So many of these lower tone slab saws have a chain mechanism, have a chain that can stop the operation of the saw automatically when the carriage has advanced to the correct position. In my case, my chain is broken, so I don't use it. I just turn it off by hand. I stay close, so I'll know if it's if the sound changes. In any case, judging by the size of this rock, I know from experience it's probably going to take about 45 minutes to cut. All right. Okay, so we're gonna just start a cut, and we'll see you later. Okay, so the cutting was done in about 40 minutes as expected. It's been a few days, I've been busy, so I haven't taken a look yet, but let's take a look now. Okay, so it took the end off nicely, and this is what it looks like. Okay, seems decent, and I'm gonna drop it in the cat litter. So with slab saws that use oil, what you often do to get the oil off is you drop it in cat litter for a day or so, and that sucks the oil right off. Okay, so that's how you take a piece off of a rock with a slab saw. So now if you want to take a slab off of this piece of rock, what you do is you turn the knob here and you move the carriage over. So what I normally do is take it about 4 rotations, or 4.5 or so, and then that should take a nice slice off around 4 millimeters or so. Okay, and once you've done that, you can once again push the rock up against the saw blade, close the lid, and then you're ready to cut again. All right, let's have a look at the slab. It's been a couple of days sitting in the cat litter. So this is it. Most of the oil is gone. I think it's all gone actually, yeah. Pretty decent slab, I would say. some clear areas here, like the dark areas are clear and they a little bit dark green and shine up really well. I think it's basically agate. Well, it's plasma agate. It's all kinds of stuff mixed in there. But yeah, so this is the slab. It's this thick. It's about I think 3.5 millimeters or so thick. And yeah, so this is how you use a slab saw to cut slabs. This is the end cut. And I hope that this demonstration has been informative or semi-useful for you. And I'll see you next time.